It's not one of the most well-known rounds of golf in the history of the sport.
We're playing out here today, much because of Dr. Simpkins and others.
But in terms of influence, few add up to the one played on December 7th, 1955, at the Gillespie Golf Course in Greensboro.
It was an 18-hole course. African Americans couldn't play there.
Local dentist Dr. George Simpkins Jr. and 5 other black men walked into the clubhouse to pay their greens fees, 75 cents.
They left the money on the counter, grabbed their clubs, and went out to play.
They made it to the 9th hole. Later that night, all of them, now known as the Greensboro Six, were arrested for trespassing.
I can't tell you what motivated him. I just know he was.
They were found guilty, but appealed all the way to the Supreme Court. They lost, but kept fighting at the federal level, where a judge ordered Gillespie be open to everyone within a couple weeks.
George certainly was that bridge over troubled waters.
But before that order could be enforced, someone burned the clubhouse to the ground. And by the time the course was reopened, 7 years later, Simpkins was a full-blown activist, president of the city's branch of the NAACP, a title he'd hold for 25 years.
He's the most important figure, in my opinion, in Greensboro history.
February 1962.
He had a patient who they would not admit to Moses Cone, who needed that service.
Simpkins versus Cone, a lawsuit brought by Simpkins and other medical professionals against the Moses H. Cone Memorial and Wesley Long Community Hospitals.
His mind worked in ways that minds don't work in today's day.
They argued, even though the hospitals were private, their separate but equal treatment was unconstitutional because of a law known as the Hill-Burton Act.
He was taking on some issues that made national news.
The hospitals had taken federal funding, therefore it was ruled they were connected to the government. Simpkins won.
And that case is the cornerstone case that desegregated those hospitals throughout the United States.
What they did really set the stage for Brown versus the board.
Simpkins continuing his practice.
George just saw me trying to do something.
Remaining out front.
Make a long story short, he appointed me as legal counsel for the local chapter NAACP.
From behind the scenes.
I was made chairman of the housing committee for the local NAACP, just like that.
Working to change the election system.
Established the 531 district system that the present members of the Greensboro City Council serve under.
Encouraging people to cast their ballots.
We were going door to door. We're still going door to door to register people to vote.
And convincing others to run for office.
Doc, I can't find anybody to run. Then Doc said, well, you're going to have to run. I said, Doc, I don't even live in the district. He said, well, you're going to have to move in the district. I said, Doc, I have a house out in the county. My wife is pregnant. 8 months pregnant. I cannot move within the next 30 to 60 days into a district. He said, you're going to have to. That's what leadership is all about.
Dr. Simpkins and some other folk with the NAACP had asked me to run for city council. That's another impact because I ran, I did win, because I stayed on city council for 18 years.
And I ran, and I won, and I stayed on there for 20 years.
His life was threatened many times. Federal government went after him.
He kept a lot of the things private from us. We didn't know about the death threats that were lodged against him, the hate mail that he received.
He continued his mission until November 2001, when he was admitted to Moses Cone Hospital.
You know, in the scheme of life, I guess that's poetic.
Simpkins died on November 21st.
I told his daughter when I was in tears when he died, I said, I loved your daddy. And still difficult.
I immediately broke and really was down and started crying because it's like losing a father. I mean, even talking about it now bothers me.
In 2016,
in my opinion, he's number one.
He, like his legend, was immortalized.
They say, listen, George Simpkins was our Martin Luther King, and that's true.
Outside the building where he fought.
He was the Martin Luther King Jr. of Guilford County and Greensboro, North Carolina.
Time and time again.
He is a Martin Luther King Jr., no question about it.
Equivalent to, on the national level, of Martin Luther King.
Whenever you go to the movie theater and you sit in the front seats or front rows, thank George. Whenever you get on the bus and you can sit up front, thank George. Whenever you go to the hospital and you get treated like everyone else who's gone into the hospital that day, thank George.